Okay guys, we are working on these. It's a 1986 Honda 715 Carburetor. I don't know how to say it. It's that. And we're working on these carburetors to rebuild them. I rebuilt 3 of them. I'm gonna do this last one for you guys. Where's the bowl? Whatever. Screw the bowl. Where's the bowl? That's right here. So I clean. These bowls are always filthy after from sitting, and I clean them out. And then I gotta put a new O-ring on here. Well, let me show you guys how to rebuild this one. You want to buy this pack right here to rebuild them. It's, I don't know what it's called, but you buy them off a website. It's a rebuild kit for these. And I'm gonna show you guys how to rebuild them. And here we go. Well, first off, we start with screwing any really kind of jet, whatever this jet's called. I don't really pay attention to them. I know that there's a main jet. This is pilot jet. Yeah. You see this one's filthy, dirty. Put that in there. I don't feel taking a wrench right now. So we take pliers to this one. To the main jet. And, this one's dirty too. This is the new one. And, oh no, this is the old one. The new one's in here. You can see the difference in the color. See? And then, you want to take a little minus pliers and push out. Here, you guys don't really see this thing as much. Perfect. Let's just try not to move my phone. You take out this ring right here. You push on the side, and then you grab from right here with the pliers and pull out this pin. Don't use those pins; they are very tiny, somewhat. Then you pull out your float, and then this carburetor I rebuilt. This thing was seized in here. I was struggling to get it out. That's the old one. That's how the carburetor looks right now. Where's my drum? So let's take out the needle part. And you pull out these needles. The one on the edge right down here. These, you pull everything out that's possible, and then you're gonna left with this thing, the filter here. You keep this thing because they don't come with it in the package. Well, if yours does, then use yours. And then you're gonna take your new one. Below it, make sure nothing in there. This one, there's a piece of metal on it. Or something. You put your old washer on it. What is this thing? I'm sorry for that. Okay. Then just pull this thing out. Oh well, whatever. Just gonna send it. Then you put it back in the slot. But before you do that, before you do putting any of the jets in, you're gonna want to take brake cleaner, which is what I have none. I'm gonna try to get the most out of this thing. Which is, most time you run out, take a rag and take a screwdriver, plus soak it. You can not soak it, but pour a little bit of gas or Vaseline, somewhere on it, and just go into that that jet area, and you get most of the gunk out. But since I don't have anything what I use, I have gas, but there's no point. I use some seafoam. It cleans out the carburetor, is really good. going to pour in every little spot. And you pour it in there, and then you take your rag. You don't have to let it sit. You take your rag, put it like this, and then you just go in there, throw it in there, twist it a little bit, and then it comes out. Oh, that's where the cap went. Everything. And yeah. Let's look. Oh well. Then you're gonna clean this thing out really good. I'm gonna take a minus now, smaller. You want to get in there until you actually feel the bottom. And, move it around in there, clean it up, and then pour it out. You see a lot of dirt on it. Somewhat. You can see that's cleaner. Don't ruin all the threads though. I'm not, surprisingly. Oh, that's why it's leaking, because I poked it there. Nice, I got it working. And then you want to take a rag, take your finger, clean the actual carburetor out, clean these jets and these stuff, and then just clean it everywhere possible. And you want to take the old gasket out. That's from the bowl, because they always come with new ones. If they don't, then you could reuse the old one, but it's gonna leak your bowl. Just make your bowl leak. And then I use a wired brush. I'm gonna pour some more seafoam in this thing, because you want to get a wired brush or something to clean it out. Like I have. You can see these walls are dirty. But if your walls are clean and these carburetors were brand new, we're working on the bike and they just need rebuilt, then you don't have to really do this. I'm just doing it because these are old carburetors. And then we're gonna want to make sure no mess in here. Make sure no left fluid. And it's okay if there is left fluid in there. And you're going to also want to clean these pilot jets. This first one, you're going to want to clean them really good, or if you see if they're spotless, then you don't have to really touch it. Like I said, this carburetor was sitting out for I don't know how many years, but whatever. And then you're going to want to take the compressor and blow it out. I don't really have much pressure in this thing. But it will do. Now, then you take your new one of these, the filter stuff, the pilot heading stuff, or the needle for your float thing. Screw in there and just better do it with hands instead of a drill. I'm just doing it with a drill because I don't really have much time for this thing right now. And then you want to take your float. Actually, no, you don't take your float. And then you take your jets. They will come with some extra parts. That's like to do a, how should I say, some other parts for this thing, like to literally inside the carburetor. That's super hard to get to. That I don't know what it is, but to do this, to make it what's it called? It's a bottom end carburetor rebuild to make it'll run properly still. Okay, so the back's killing me. You know that. you put the main jet in, you see, and then you go to the smaller jet. They're actually the same jets. Like this one is, for these carburetors, supposed to be a 38, and the small one, and then the big one is supposed to be, let me check for you guys. Big one is a, doesn't say. We'll just get it for the proper carburetor and just search it up. But this one's supposed to be 38 always. Get the smaller piece out, and then you gotta get this little minus thing screwed onto the top of the pilot jet. I don't know what the jet's called. If I'm wrong, sorry about that. But even though I should know what they're called. And then you take your needle part and you put it into that new jet thing. Take your minus, clean it off, and screw in this jet, smaller one. Torque it out with your hand. Don't strip them. And then take pliers, or not pliers, we don't recommend pliers. Take a regular socket that's supposed to be for these, and just tighten down like that. I'm being done with it, but if it works, works, you know. Like you can see, I'm already done with it. You can see they come with the new gaskets. That's some other stuff. And then this needle, I don't really know what it's for. I'm guessing something, some other part. I don't know, but oh no, man, I know what those are for. My bad. I'll show you guys at the end. Those are tuning needles. You need those. I just figured that out. And then these gaskets that go onto the bowl, you can see I'm trying to pull it on right now. They're going to be a pain in the butt. You're going to have to cut them unless they're the right size for you. I cut them and make them short after I measure it with my eyes. Okay, and just like that, it's done. And then you want to make sure everything is nice in here. Let me just check it quick. That's tight. That's tight. That's tight. Nice. And then before you do anything, you gotta put your float back, right? You take a towel, wipe this stuff down, or if you got brake cleaner, you always want to wipe it down either way with the towel. And then these go on, not this part, they go, well, these, stuff go on under. And so when you look at the carburetor, it should be like this. And then you just put it in. Boom. Then you take your screw thing to hold the bone and float in place. And you put it in. And done with that. Then you take your bowl. Mine's not the cleanest in there. That's all. Then you put it on. The gasket will fall sometimes. The pain in the butts. But yeah. Then you put it in. Look, mine just fell a little bit. Just put it back in place. And of course, this thing's in the way. This is my first time doing it too, but I know how to rebuild these. I've done them before. Well, it's not my first time. It's my first time rebuilding them. But I know how to rebuild carburetors. Done it many, many times. Okay, so this thing is bothering me right now. But it's not going anywhere. we're just gonna pull these off. Perfect. Fell. Now it's all dirty. It's a long video. I know that. Sorry about that. Trying to get it done quick as possible. And showing you guys how it's properly done. It's already 15 minutes. Okay, let's put this stuff on. And I'll get back to you when, actually no. Yeah, I'll get back to you when I screw this stuff in. Closer, this is how it's set up inside. You got those 2 needles and then that jet. That's how it should be looking. Yeah, so I do not know where those jets and those jetting stuff go, the one I talked about, but there's 2 seals in here that are in a pack on there, and they go from here, and then you also replace them to here. But I didn't touch this one because this one came off. But I don't know where those jetting stuff go to. You can see my mount is broken right there. It's gonna be tough to figure out to mount it, but yeah, that's how to do a carburetor rebuild.